corona pandemic, startling numbers, rising infections, petrified, aren't you? Rightfully so. Want to stay at home, remain safe and cautious? Naturally so. However, while remaining indoors, if you could do something as wonderful as appear for your TOEFL exam, isn't it something absolutely splendid? Today, I, Atul Gulati from Leverage Edu, would be taking you through the special TOEFL iBT home edition test and also dwell a little upon the TOEFL speaking section. Well, yes, now in the very comfort of your own house, you can take the TOEFL iBT special home edition test. TOEFL, as we all know, stands for Test of English as a Foreign Language. It is the most widely accepted test, a standardized test in US and in Canada, and is accepted by hundreds and thousands of universities. TOEFL measures your English ability in 4 different sections: reading, listening, writing, and speaking. The duration of the test is a little more than 3 hours. TOEFL Special Home Edition test is done by a human proctor who will monitor you throughout these 3 hours. It is very necessary for you to know the structure of the TOEFL and also the features of the TOEFL exam, especially the home edition exam, for during the test, the human proctor will monitor you to see if you are following the testing procedures. On the day of your exam, at your appointment time, please log in to the Proctor V account. The human proctor will monitor you via the video camera and your computer screen also throughout the test. He wants to ensure that you are following all the testing procedures. You should be in a quiet, well-lit room and visible throughout the test on your computer screen. Yes, you would be given a 10 minutes break after the reading and listening section. If you do not return back after the break, your fees will not be refunded and your test would be cancelled. So after you log into the Proctor V account, the human proctor will ask you access to your computer. The entire session will be recorded and sent to ETS along with your photograph, who will send the scores to your universities who require them as part of their admission process. The human proctor would ask you to use your handset's camera to show you the computer screen. Subsequently, he would ask you to use the camera of your computer to give him a 360-degree view of the room you are in. Then, you would be able to launch the ETS browser, the test browser, and he will give you access to the password wherein you can log into your test. You will be able to review your reading and listening scores right after your test, and the results of the writing and speaking sections will be mailed to you within a week's time. The TOEFL speaking section is one of the most challenging sections of the TOEFL test. According to ETS, only 11% of the test takers get a score of 26 or higher in the speaking section. Prior to August 2019, the speaking question consisted of 6 questions. With effect from August 2019, the test now consists of 4 questions which resemble a real-life situation you might encounter both in and outside a classroom. Question number 1 is an independent speaking question where they ask you to elaborate on your ideas, opinions and experiences on either a agree-disagree question, a preference question or a paired choice question. Time is limited, for you get only 15 seconds to prepare and 45 seconds to speak. So you tend to really rush in, but however, do not think of too much to say. Just think of the main stand you want to take and let the ideas flow naturally. Most students do not get a very good score in the speaking section because they do not give details in their responses. For example, if the examiner asks you, most college students go to college for a variety of reasons. What are those reasons? An appropriate short answer would be, well, according to me, students go to college for a multitude of reasons. Most important being to make a good career. There is tremendous data to prove that a college education can get you a higher salary. According to a recent study by the New York Times, a college education degree makes 40% higher pay than those with a high school diploma. Besides, in college, you get to network with other professionals, and it is the perfect location to network. Therefore, I feel these are the main reasons why students attend college. The questions 2, 3 and 4 are integrated speaking questions. These test your English ability in a combined manner, which is listening and speaking, listening, reading, jotting down notes and speaking. These are tricky and you need to really take good notes while you are listening and reading. For these questions also, you get just 30 seconds to prepare and then you have to respond for about 60 seconds. You respond in the microphone of your headset. Your recordings are then sent to EDS, who rate it by a human rater. In the integrated speaking questions, you should be very good at taking down notes while you are reading and listening, and you should focus on the differences in the passage and the differences which the speaker says. These differences form an important part of your response. For example, question number 2 is the campus announcement question. First, you would read a passage about some changes which are going to take place in a campus. Thereafter, you will hear two students conversing about the change and they would either agree or disagree with the same. You have to give the speaker's opinion within the context of the passage. TOEFL speaking is a rapid fire of 20 minutes where you are listening, speaking and reading. That's too much to do and keep track of. So it's bound to get you overwhelmed. You are either trying to speak very quickly because time is short, or you are struggling for words. Now, we don't want you in either of these situations, right? So what should you do? Well, I would sincerely advise you to please register with us on the mail ID given in the screen. We will send you a complete TOEFL speaking test section. Do send us your recording. We would then evaluate your speaking at a very nominal cost and then give you feedback on how you could deliver better your intonation, your pace, your vocabulary. Of course, consequently, we would help you with lots of transition words and phrases and better vocabulary and uncommon words which you could use to improve your TOEFL score. So what are you waiting for? Please get yourself evaluated for your speaking and get started to appear for your TOEFL exam and for your admission to your dream college. Thank you.